We have digital cameras, they have their color science, which, as I explained in a recent video, is not all it's cracked up to be, because you can quickly adjust that with white balance and sliders. But the look of Kodachrome is almost something that you would never achieve just manually tweaking around and editing. You have to do things with the channels. The reds go really dark. You have to switch kind of the oranges and the greens so that they merge into the reds in a sort of warmth, but while maintaining the depth of those reds. If you look at Kodachrome masters like Steve McCurry, if you look at the old ads, I went all the way back to old magazines in the archives that were talking about comparing Kodachrome 64 to 25 and how it handled dynamic range better than other slide films, things like that. It was those little nuances that gave Kodachrome the edge, but it's also those nuances that make Kodachrome really difficult to replicate digitally. There's sort of a cocoa chocolatey brown to it, whereas most of the time in digital, it's more reds, oranges, greens. Now, think about the things we often run into editing digital. Here's a good example. Look at this photo. It's really lovely. It's got great tones. It's not that the digital files are bad. There's many ways in which we can edit them. The difficulty is in the nuance. This is what people are always talking about when they debate about cameras having better skin tones and things like that. Film, even though it comes with lots of complications, kind of had these inherently better skin tones. You didn't get a film photo that just way exaggerated the oranges in one photo, and in the next photo they looked perfect. On digital, you do. Okay, so I was doing testing on this photo here. It looks great, but now go into the details. Notice how we're getting this kind of pink magenta. This is something that happens a lot in digital. Frankly, it happened in film as well if you developed even slightly off, where you get this sort of magenta cast to the shadows or to the skin tones. But I see this a lot in skin tones on digital, and it's really hard to get rid of. What you want to do is isolate those colors. But it's not as simple as just shifting all the oranges or all the reds, because you'll end up changing the theme of the whole photo.